talk about letter B. Oh, here it is. All right. Back, you're up. Right there. The question is 3x minus 2 equals x plus 9. Okay, Matt, first step is going to be what? No, minus. Sorry? Huh? Minus. Somebody help me. It's been a long weekend. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah?
Wouldn't it be minus x?
It would in fact be minus x, okay? It has to be minus x because, again, it's a positive on the right, so it's a negative on the left. Now, I love this. You guys like my calculus class? My calculus class is just quiet until somebody makes a mistake like that, and all of a sudden there's 20 people go, oh, no, shouldn't x be 2? So you guys are getting like that, so that's a good thing. Okay, you're getting it. Okay, who are we up to now? Austin, go ahead. 3x minus x is what? 2x. Good. And 2 plus 9 is? Good. All right, Maverick, next step is what? Yeah. Now, what I'm going to tell you guys again, whoops, I guess they don't need to see the timer here. Just leave your answer as a fraction. Okay, we're in high school now, you have to get comfortable with fractions. Okay? Leave it as 11 over 2. If you do 5.5, I probably won't say wrong if it's a nice fraction, but just get in the habit of leaving fractions. Okay, that's the best thing you can do. This we did earlier in the week. This is just a warm-up to make sure your brains are still on. Bailey, we're all good? Okay. All right, let's move on to some of the new stuff, though. Okay. This was Thursday's lesson, and I heard that it didn't quite go as well as I wanted it to, but that's okay. This says solve for x. Now, the lesson was meant on isolating variables. Can someone please tell me, actually, I'm going to pick on you. Let's say I say that as a teenager, you're isolated. What does that mean?
Depression problems.
Not depression problems, not you don't have no friends. I like on your own by yourself. Okay? So if x is isolated, what does that mean as far as this math question goes? Yeah, so we want just x on the left and everything else on the right. What do I need to get rid of from the left then? No. Get rid of the y and the z. How do you get rid of the, well, how is x and y and z connected? How are x and y and z connected? Yes.
They're all multiplied.
Yes. So the left-hand side is like x times y times z. So how do you get rid of a times y? Tori, go ahead. Yeah. So what we're going to do is I want to get rid of the y, and I want to get rid of the z. Right? So the y and the z just get moved across. Okay, so this turns into x equals a divided by y times z. And for those people that want to get into science, which hopefully is everyone, this is the type of math they use every single day, is rearranging equations to get to messy things. Sorry?
Much easier.
That's all, but what I did was on Thursday's lesson, or whatever day that was, like I wrote that step and then I wrote a paragraph beside it, and I told the teachers to write that entire thing on the board. Right, but that's all. Let's try one second. Let's try one more. Now this is a difficult one. Let's do another one here. This is my favorite equation we'll learn about later. I'm going to want you to isolate x. I want everyone to give a try on this one because this one's a little bit trickier. Okay. We'll do this one as a class after, but I want to give you guys 60 seconds to give this one an attempt. First step, maybe first crack at this one. What's the first thing I will have to do if I want to get rid of, if I want to get x by itself?
Y by m, y by m.
You could, but here's the problem. If I divide, okay, I'm slow down here. I'm too excited. Okay, if you divide this by m, because that's what you want to do, you just want to get plain x. You also divide this. Like it's everything by the left and everything on the right gets divided by the same number. Okay, right? So think of like, just think of it this way. Let's say the question was like 5 equals 3x plus 2. What would we do first? What would be the first thing we do? Tanner, go ahead. You bring the 2 over. So in this case, what are we going to do first then? Get rid of the b. Very good. Y minus b equals mx. Now your way would work too. No, as long as you remember that the b also needs to be divided by m. Cool. And that'll work out. All right, Jessica, finish this off. We want to get x by itself. What's our last step?
Divide by m.
Very good. And now you finally can, right? Divide by m. Divide by m. So y minus b over m equals x. We will learn lots about this equation later on in the course. That's the most important equation in grade 9 math, y equals mx plus b. You will love it. Question, you're good. You're good.
I got that.
Wait, specifically that one?
Yes.
The same variables?
Yeah, so it's one that you need to memorize in your brain. Even in my calculus class, we come back to this every single day. Okay, let's try one more. It's a little more difficult. Okay. I'm gonna do this one as a class, I think.
Yay.
Oh, how about something like that? And I want you to solve for n. Okay, I'm going to give you a minute to try this one. This one isn't easy. Okay, this was like the level 10. Oops, sorry. Did I not record that? I did record that. This is like a level 10 or a 10 difficult. I need about 4 people who are confident. Can I get one brave soul to give me the first step? Natasha, first step, please. Go.
They can take the square root by adding 4 plus x over here.
Yeah, so g squared equals 2 m squared n divided by r. Okay. I want to get n by itself, so there's many things I can do. Chris, give me one thing I can do, please.
Well, right now you can take away the over r by multiplying it by g squared.
Good. Okay, so what happens here is it's divided by r. Remember, we don't like fractions, right? So in order to get rid of a fraction, you just multiply by that fraction. Okay? So that's going to be g squared r equals 2m squared. Okay, I'm going to keep this slow to make sure it's good for people. Are some people understanding? Okay. We'll put the heads down in a sec. Okay, let's just finish them up here. That's plain. It's 2 times m squared times n. How do you just get n? Do you want to try?
Divided by m?
Yeah. Not divided by n. Not divided by n. You just want n here. So you're not dividing by n.
Divide by.
Yeah.
Sure.
There we go.
You multiply g squared r by.
I mean, you said multiply, yeah, divide.
Yeah, divide.
As I said, this is the most difficult question you can see. Like, this is the most difficult question out there. Okay, now, before you put your heads down on your desk, I'm going to tell you what the questions are so you get your answer ready. So that you can't say, Matt can't pause and say, I wasn't quite sure which one I was going to pick, okay? I'm going to ask you about the ones leading up to this, about the simple ones before the square root. I'm going to ask how you feel about one like that, then I want to ask about the difficult one. That's what I'm going to ask about, okay? I'm going to hit pause in the video or probably stop. Oops. Okay. Okay, so the first question